Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Claire Chilvers and I'm going to be giving you a two-card tarot card reading today. Today is Monday the 7th of November, and you know what, we're going to have that full moon energy that we've been talking about for quite some time now. The eclipse is tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't think in the UK we're going to be able to see it because it will be tomorrow Tuesday at about 11 o'clock. But I know that Australia, North America, South America, you will get to see the lovely red glow of our full moon eclipse, or sometimes called a blood moon eclipse. So even if you don't see it, you will feel it, because it's like a normal full moon energy amplified by 50 or 100. So yeah, but if you do see it and you'd like to take some photos and send them to me and put them on my Facebook page, that would be lovely. Christina in Melbourne, I know you do that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you can see on our beautiful eclipse. Okay, so I'm going to pull two cards today. First one I'm going to use from our crystal tarot. Okay, right, we've got the Three of Swords here. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about this card, because the three in this card seems such a light, airy card, and it's accompanied with the crystal pyrite, which is sometimes known as fool's gold. But I do feel, I feel quite confused as to why this card has come out. Now that's not because I'm going to use a different pack for my second card. That's not because I don't get the tarot. It's because sometimes when the cards come out, the energies and the emotions that they're stirring within me is actually what's going on in the message itself. And people who have had readings with me will know sometimes that's the block that we've got to try and work through. So I do feel that this is a block that of some sort that we are trying to just work ourselves through. I feel that pyrite has something to do with it as well. But at the moment I'm not so sure, and the fact that I'm just sitting back and not making any judgment and just giving my mind and brain a bit of a chance to catch up, I feel is a message in itself of not diving in, making assumptions, because obviously the swords are to do with our minds, and we can sometimes do that, can't we? Especially when we are prone to react in a certain way to certain people or situations. So let's see what other card I get with it. Okay, that brings a little bit more to light, because this is the High Priestess, who is ruled by, yes, you've guessed it, the moon. Okay. All right. So now, obviously, if you know the tarot well, you know that the Three of Swords in other packs doesn't look that pretty. It's usually like a heart with three swords stabbed through it, but in this card it isn't. So I feel that is relevant. The fact that these swords are pointing up, as if we're thinking the right way now. We're pointing and elevating our minds a little bit higher than it has been. And I feel the warmth, even though she's quite a dark character, the High Priestess, because she spends 6 months of her life in the underworld every year, but I'm feeling warmth from her. I'm feeling obviously just that knowing and intuition that she's trying to guide us at this time. Now, I've been talking about the eclipse season a lot recently, and you know, this sort of ending point of having the full moon eclipse, it doesn't mean that, you know, everything magically is going to be okay. Sometimes, you know, when we feel like we've just grasped something or moved on from something, you know, any kind of healing or isn't linear, sometimes we can be sort of catapulted back again to see if we react the same way, or if things still hurt us, even though we think, yeah, you know what, I've done with that, I've moved on. It's that idea of, you know, things are always going to be there to niggle us or hurt us in some way. You can't avoid certain people. But if you're guided by your intuition, and I feel that this is the idea of you wanting to heal, because the Three of Swords to me, although it looks like quite a negative card sometimes, it's the idea of working out that you need to grow to heal your heart, even though it's really associated with the mind. It's thinking through ways, new thought processes that can help us grow. And one of those things, obviously, is being in line with our intuition. Because if we're not constantly in turmoil and in competition with our soul and talking ourselves out of things that we know are good for us, then, you know, life is a lot easier and everything's pointing in the same direction, which is what I kind of feel that this is. And I just want to mention that pyrite because it gets a bit of a bad name being called fool's gold. But, you know, it's got such a wonderful quality of a crystal in itself that it's almost sort of, undervalued. And I feel that's related to our self-worth as well. That, you know, maybe us, like pyrite, have been put down a little bit and gone, oh, it's just fool's gold. But actually... realising your self-worth and that you're actually a wonderful individual in your own right and not trying to compare yourself to others. You know, pyrite's always compared, you know, not in a favourable way, isn't it, against gold, but it's a beautiful crystal that we should love and cherish if you've got one. And I feel that's the message for us as well, that we're starting to get that we are a unique, wonderful person with our own qualities and that we should be cherished and loved. And when you've got that in your mind, then you start working and listening to your intuition rather than letting people or situations or, you know, things that you kind of get dumped on you, they don't tend to affect you as much. And you have this lovely calming presence that we see here with the High Priestess. But obviously, as I say, this is very much related to our eclipse. And the fact that a card that's ruled by the moon has come out today is no surprise to me at all, because, you know, that is the major energy that we're going to be feeling this week. So just a little point, obviously, for that. It is a big energy, so do make sure you're looking after yourself. Drink lots of water. Get enough rest. If your body's telling you you need to sleep, then you need to sleep, you know, and just try and take good care of yourself while this big energy is moving around us. So I feel that was a polite kind of whisper in our ear of just, you know what, you are doing well, just keep going, and it's all kind of working out. But I think I'm almost speaking quite gently because I feel the message is also to just be quite gentle with yourself during this big energy of the eclipse. Okay, so that's Mondays, and I will be back again tomorrow with another reading for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye.